Hi, it's Alicia. Oh, we have a cameo today. Pepper, do you have anything to say? Hello. Fun fact, Pepper kind of went viral on TikTok for a while. If you look up Pepper the stay-at-home cat, that's her. Hi, I'm Alicia. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing another craft corner video. So I did a whole craft corner tour a couple weeks ago, I guess about a month ago. I intentionally left this part out of the original craft corner video because I knew it was so messy. I knew there was so much in this drawer and I knew it needed to be reorganized. And I know I wanted to go through it and kind of go through a tour of like all of my jewelry making stuff because I want to lean a bit into jewelry making on this channel. So I wanted it to be its own video. So this is my craft corner behind me. It looks pretty much the same since we did the tour. I haven't changed anything in like how I'm organizing stuff. It's just a bit more lived in right now. When I posted that last video, I had like cleaned it and organized it and made it look nice for the video. This is just kind of how it exists in its normal states. I'll give a little update on that, but we'll really just spend most of the time going through my jewelry making supplies. We'll look at the state of it right now. We'll kind of go through everything that I have. If I can remember where I got stuff, I will link it. I probably won't be able to link every single product, but most of the stuff I get is from a store called Bead World. There's a location in Scottsdale, Arizona, and I believe there's also a location in like Midtown. I haven't been to that one yet, but they do have a website and you can buy stuff online and you can ship it. I don't know what their shipping prices are. I just buy it in person because it's close to me. It's like the biggest jewelry supply store near me, so it's the one I frequent the most with my mom. So a bit of background on jewelry making for me. I don't currently make a lot of jewelry. I've kind of dabbled with it on and off for the past, 10 years. My mom is really into jewelry making. She actually has an Etsy shop and she makes a lot of bracelets that she sells. Kind of go through phases where I will pick up jewelry making and then I'll kind of stop because I tend to make stuff based on what I need, but I am thinking about getting into making it again. Maybe I'll start with like gifts for friends and family for around the holidays. I have a lot of ideas. I have been really saving up some ideas from YouTube, and Instagram Reels is actually a really nice place to find jewelry making videos as well. That's kind of my background. Pepper, I'm so sorry that I'm gonna make you move because we need to actually get into the craft tour at this point. Are you ready to get up and go through the craft tour? This is the underside of my craft corner. Again, nothing's really changed. This drawer right here is all my jewelry making supplies. You can see how packed it is. A lot of the stuff in there is from like, it's not necessarily quality stuff that I want to be working with for like jewelry to make. I'll explain that in a minute, but let's pull that drawer out and get through everything. Okay, so this is all of my jewelry making supplies. I would say about 50% of this stuff is like quality stuff that I either got from Bead World in Scottsdale or I bought from like a seed bead stop in Santa Fe or something like that. And the other half of it is cheap Amazon stuff, which I had mentioned in my other craft corner tour video that I kind of co-run a social group with my friend where we host a lot of crafting events. We've done a lot of like bracelet making events and jewelry making events and like bag charm making events, stuff like that, where we need these beads, and I was just not really willing to share my expensive supplies. So I got a lot of these kits from Amazon, and I just need to go through and kind of organize which ones I want to keep in my like personal stash and which ones I might just pull off to the side for those kind of free community events, because I pay for this stuff out of pocket. We don't charge for those events, which is why I don't get, the best quality stuff. I try and get good quality stuff, but I'm also not trying to break the bank since it's coming out of pocket. So I imagine about half of these are going to be removed and just saved for those events. And then I've got just like random bags of stuff. A lot of these seed beads I have are from Santa Fe. I've got this bag of wire, and then the rest is just kind of thrown in here. So I just need to go through everything one by one. Okay, so the way I think I'm gonna go about this is going through everything one by one and seeing if I either want to keep it for my personal stash or donate it to the community stash, meaning I don't want it taking up space in my craft corner for my personal projects. I'll just save it for when we host a bead making event, a bag charm making event, anything like that, just so it's not getting donated just to like the trash. It's kind of getting out of my stash. So first bag we're going to go through is my seed bead bag. I can tell you right now, I don't think any of this is going to get donated. I love my seed beads. These 8 I got in Santa Fe. I got a really nice color palette. I had a whole vision planned and I just never really followed through with it. So I've got some purples, some yellows, some browns, kind of a greenish turquoise, a deep red, a pink, and another yellow. So I will be keeping these. I love these so much. I look at them and they're so pretty. I just don't know what to do with them. So seed bead ideas, if you have any, definitely share them. Another seed bead thing I'm gonna be keeping for my stash is this kind of just variety pack from Amazon. They're not, you know, super high quality seed beads. The colors are a bit more vibrant, playful, versus the other ones are kind of muted and more wearable in my mind. But I just wanted to get this as a nice variety pack. So I've got 8 that are like pretty opaque and then 8 that are like maybe a bit pearly and shiny. So I'm going to be keeping those as well. And then let's see, the rest of these are from Bead World in Scottsdale. I literally just got the last of these. So the first 2 are these kind of just variety packs of seed beads. So this first one is tortoise colored, so it's kind of a little transparent and it's like yellows and ambers and browns. I really think it'll be a nice combo using all of these together. These ones are like greens and browns and almost like I don't even know how to describe these. I just thought they were a really, really beautiful kind of combo of seed beads. Next, I have a bunch of metallic seed beads that I will be saving because I use them all the time. I have gold plated seed beads, copper plated seed beads. I have gunmetal, silver, and then this is like a bronzed. It just says bronzed. Bronze gold. So these are all like plated seed beads. So the gold plated ones were obviously a little expensive. Those are all of my seed beads. I will be saving all of my seed beads. Next, I have some of these Amazon little square things. So this one is, it looks like they're actual stones. Like this one right here does look very much like tiger's eye to me. So I have no idea if these are like authentic or not, or if they're quality. I'm thinking of putting them in the donate pile for now, just because I think they're nice and pretty and people would enjoy using them. Another one I'm definitely going to donate is this kit right here. We've already used this for some of our events before. Kind of just like the little rubber discs. Not really my style, to be honest. I got it because they were trending at the time we did that event. But they've got some gold pieces over here as well. So I think it's a good one to use for those kind of free events. This one I will also probably be donating. They're really pretty stones. I might like whip them out if I need something, you know, specific from them. I might take like a couple of each. They're kind of pinks and yellows and peaches, and they're just nice little big round beads. This one I will be keeping. These are glass seed beads, but it's just a really nice variety of like, there's a ton of whites in here, silvers, some more of the metallic ones. I probably should have checked my stash before I bought the metallic ones from Bead World. These are really cute ones, and I will probably keep them in my personal stash and then bring them with me when we host an event. This one can definitely get donated. I think we've used this for our events in the past. You can tell that we're out of a lot of them. Kind of same thing here, just a variety of beads. I think having a good variety is good for our events. I'll donate this one as well. This one's just a lot of different metal spacers. Also think I'm going to be using this one for our events. There's like a bunch of silver ones, gold, rose gold, and then kind of like a softer gold, not quite as yellow, but there's like little circle bits, there's geometric ones, little donuts, stars, hearts, and then like those discs. Use that for our events. And then lastly, and we'll probably also use this for our events as well. These are kind of rough cut stones. A lot of these kits I bought specifically for these events that we host, so I'm totally fine that they're all kind of going to that. Really the only 2 kits that I am keeping for myself are the metallic seed beads and then just like the colorful plastic seed beads. So already cut out a good chunk of this bin. Okay, 2 kind of straggler bags I have here. One is this bag of gold seed beads. Also gonna keep that over here. This one's kind of like some geometric shape ones. I just don't see myself using these, to be honest, so I'm gonna donate those as well. And then again, more of those like metal discs right here. So I'm probably gonna donate these as well. I have 2 little hammers. Actually, part of the jewelry making stuff lives on my craft corner desk because it's so heavy and I don't want it weighing down the drawer, is a steel plate. And I have this hammer so that I can flatten out some wire. I'm so excited to take some of the thicker wire that I have and just, I'm so excited to do that. So this, I have the hammer living in the drawer, but this lives on my desk just because it's a steel plate and it's really heavy. And then this little hammer goes with this guy to size any ring. So again, I can just kind of boom, 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 size my rings. I also have a bracelet sized one. It doesn't have any measurements on it, but it should be the same logic there. So obviously I'm keeping all of this. I just got all of the supplies from Bead World. I also have this drawer that has my actual like tools that sits on my desk back here. Forgive me, I don't know the name of all these tools, but I have this little guy who has become one of my favorite tools. I have no idea what it's called, but it makes little loops. You basically stick your wire in there and it will cut it and round it into a little loop. It has become so helpful. It's my favorite tool right now. Second is a new tool. I also don't know what this is called. It's got 6 different sizes that you can wrap your wire around to get different sized loops and circles. So I've got these wire cutters. These are just some round nose pliers, flat nose pliers, I think that's what they're called. And that's all I have. That's all of my little wire tools. So this bag is all of my new beads that I got pretty recently from Bead World. So we'll go through that one by one. First is freshwater pearls. They're potato pearls. They're not perfect. They are kind of misshaped, which I like. I'm definitely keeping all of these. I'm just going through all of my beads now. Jade, that's what this is. I got a lot of colored jade. This is also jade. I got a lot of just like kind of colored jade. So this is just like a nice grayish blue jade. This is also jade. It's a nice plum color. That might be all of the jade. We'll see. This is definitely Tiger's Eye. 6mm round, but they have large holes. So I was hoping to make some like big rings with that. So it's Tiger's Eye. This is rose quartz, also 6mm round with large holes. This is moss agate, also 6mm round, large hole. This is amethyst. I know that for sure. 8mm round amethyst. I would really like to make some rings with that. Carnelian, I hope I'm saying that right. 6mm large round hole. This is also carnelian. I just really liked this like orange in a transparent color. This is red Tiger's Eye. This is dyed jade as well. It's like a nice dark deep blue. And then this is probably also jade then. Yeah, this is dyed jade. This is that whole bead stash. This is, like I said, stuff that I just got. It's all fairly new, so I'm going to keep all of this. I'm probably going to put those back in this bag here just so I can have all of my beads in here. This is a lot of like pendants and stuff, so I'm probably going to keep this in this bag, and this is all wire. So we're not actually reorganizing everything. It was really kind of just decluttering. Okay, this bag has all of my kind of unique stuff, like not normal beads. Some of this is from Bead World, some of this is from Michaels, some of this is just from Amazon. So I'll kind of just go through it. This is just from a kit from Amazon. I've just got some fake seashells and sea turtles. I really don't see myself using these, so I'm going to move that to the kind of collective pile. These are some little turquoise beads from Michaels. I've used these in a bracelet already and I really like them, so I'm going to keep those. These are also some turquoise beads from Michaels. I don't think they're like real genuine turquoise or like good quality turquoise, but they are really nice, and I do love turquoise jewelry in general, so I'm going to keep that as well. These are little, let me just pull it out, little pendants. This is also from Michaels. I just bought this, so I'm going to keep this as well. I don't know what I'm going to make with it. These red stones are from Michaels as well. I also just got these. They're just kind of ceramic beads, but I really like the reds, so keeping that. These little butterfly charms, they're not really charms, they're beads, are from Amazon. I've used them a little bit and they're not really my favorite because they're really big. So I'm going to put them with pile over here. These are also from Michaels. Again, I think they're just like kind of glass stones, but they're kind of orangey and clear and yellow, and I really like them, so I'm gonna keep them. Some more beads from Michael's. I went to Michael's like a month ago. So these are little, almost like, they remind me of like pomegranate seeds because they're kind of transparent and red, so I'm gonna keep those, see if I can make something with that. These are ceramic beads from Michael's. There's like some turquoise, some orange, some green, and some dark blue. I've already made some earrings with these that I really liked, so definitely gonna keep these. These little chili peppers, I believe I got at a bead store in Pismo Beach. I think it was Pismo Beach, but I really like them. They're glass, but they're really cute. Definitely keeping those. Plus I got them on a vacation, so it's a nice memory. Let's see. This is just a collection of little charms that I actually got from, I got this specifically for an event to make like charm bracelets. So I'm gonna keep these over here because they've been picked over, so there's not really any great ones left anyways. These are other charms that I got at Bead World a long time ago. It's kind of a collection of them. There's watermelons, there's some seashells, there's some bumblebees, but the rest of these are just kind of, again, little gold charms that it's not really my style anymore, so I'm gonna keep that over here. And then I think the rest of this is new, and thankfully I labeled all these. So this is citrine coins. These were 80 cents each, and I got 12 of them. Keeping that, those are new. And then I got Poppy Jasper. They're little hearts. I don't really know why I got them heart-shaped, but I have them. These are malachite drops, so they're little teardrops. So they're this dark green color, and they were really cute. These are some silver charms that I also don't really use, so those are gonna get put over here. This is banded agate, and I got 2 of those. They're little spheres. I probably was thinking I was gonna make earrings out of those. These are really cute. This is gold dipped turquoise, so you can kind of see their little triangles, and the edges of them have gold around them. They're so pretty. They're little triangle shapes. No idea what I'm gonna make with them, but it's gonna be really fun. Oh, I got some more gold dipped turquoise. These are not triangles. These are little mini ovals. I was hoping I had enough to make a bracelet with them, but we'll see. And then lastly, I wanted to make some bag charms this year, so I got a bunch of these little clasps. Let me pull one out so you can see it. A bunch of these little carabiner clasps. I got 10 of those, so I was hoping to make some bag charms for Christmas. Most of this bag I am going to be keeping because it's all stuff that I've gotten recently and I can see myself using. This last bag has all of my metals. I think I'm going to end up decluttering a lot of the chains just because I don't typically make jewelry with chains anymore. We'll see. It's kind of gathered up here at the bottom and making a mess. So I want to get more into using like wire. So I got some thick wire. So I got silver wire, rose gold, more silver, and then a big thing of gold as well. Some smaller silver wire, slightly smaller. I'm probably going to end up donating this. It's called Crystal Tech. It's like the clear, stretchy, elastic string. I don't use this very often, but I'm gonna put it over here. This is some new wire I just got. It's rose gold. All of the different wires are different sizes. That's why I have so much. So I don't even know the gauge of this. This stuff is huge. This is 20 gauge. This is pretty standard for a lot of the stuff that I make. So I got in the 20 gauge. I also got silver and copper. This is 18 gauge. All right, this is the after of the bin. So I've got all of my wire here. I kept some of the chains that were held together nicely, but I am going to kind of donate the rest of them. I've got my 2 seed bead boxes here. This bag has all of my seed beads and the metal seed beads. This is all of my round like crystal beads from Bead World, and then this bag has all of like the kind of unique beads, the ones that are a bit different. I might just have a couple of. And then I've got tools on this side. So I have a few standalone things I need to go through as well. This is just like the main bulk of my jewelry making stuff, but I do have more. This little container is kind of the last of my supplies, and it's a little chaotic, so it'll kind of just need some cleaning up. I have kind of all of my metals in here along with some extras. So I'm actually going to move this. These are some extra seed beads from a project I was working on, again, years ago. I'm gonna move this actually to that seed bead bag in my drawer. The sun went away, so it's dark now. I want to sort these by gold and silver. finished organizing this little bin here. It took a long time. So I went through and I sorted. I've got these were all mixed together. So I've got these little fisheye needles. I've got silver and gold separated. These are the ones with the little balls on the end. I kept those kind of mixed because I don't use those very often. And then these are like the flathead ones. A little hard to see, but these are the flathead ones. So I've got those sorted, gold and silver as well. And then I just kind of cleaned up some of this extra stuff. So I've got silver and gold earring kind of loops. I've got a lot of rings here, clasps, I don't know, just like kind of the small stuff. All right, this is all organized and ready to go back into the craft corner. This drawer is also all organized and ready to go back in the craft corner. This is everything that I'm going to use for our social club events. If we want to do like a friendship bracelet making event or like make bag charms, I think that's something we'll probably do in the fall or anything like that. So I've got some extra of these chains here that are just a little bit too fussy for me to keep. So I've got those. I've got some duplicates of some wire that I had. So I don't have any gold here, but I've got like a copper rose gold, a black that's pretty much untouched, silver, and then this is, I guess, more like a bronze copper. And then I've got two of these, what's it called? Crystal Tech. And then I've got some of these metallic stones here. I've got some bag charms here, more bag charms. Oh, this one fell out. These little seashell guys, these butterflies, and then some of these like gold seed beads. All of these stacks of beads from Amazon. Anyways, thanks for watching. Like I said, I'm planning on making some more jewelry content on the channel. I think I'll start with some easy stuff like some wire bracelets or some rings. I've never really worked with wire wrapping before though, so when I say easy, don't know if it's actually going to be easy, but we'll see. And if you want more like of a deep dive of any area of my craft corner, let me know. Like I said, I did a whole video on like the tour of the craft corner about a month ago, so I'll make sure to link that somewhere. I'm getting new to YouTube, so I don't know how to do that, but I'll figure it out and add it somewhere. If you enjoy this type of crafty content, if you're looking for jewelry making content, I also do like knitting videos and crocheting videos and stuff like that, so definitely subscribe if you like the vibe. And other than that, I'll see you guys next time.